subscribe. I'm not going to keep telling you to subscribe. I need to reach 1K subscribers, and if you enjoy my content, please subscribe. Please watch this video to the end. Please hit the notification button. I appreciate it. I appreciate your time. So this video is about the difference between IT support and software development. Okay, so generally we have IT. I'm not 100% sure if software engineers definitely consider themselves like IT. It is IT, but in an actual work environment, I'm not sure. So let me separate the two. So I consider one software development, the other one is IT support. Software development, you're going to be in front of the computer, usually like in effect, writing code. You know, they have a requirements analysis and everything, so you know what the customer wants, and you will start programming to create the software. That is software development. You know what I'm saying? So software engineer, software developer, programmer, coder, they do stuff like that. They also do work with websites and, you know, databases to the point of with programming on websites and storing the information, stuff like that. So those are software developers. Now IT support is pretty much everything else in effect. Like that's what we're about to get into. So IT support, let me explain. So you'll have a company. Let's say we have a big company. We'll talk big, like Xerox Corporation. Big company, thousands of employees. Okay, so IT support will provide the full range of support for IT systems in that organization. So during the workday, all of the systems that the employees use who are not IT will support those systems. So let's say from top to bottom, let's say your keyboard's not working, your speaker's not working. You pick up the phone, you call the IT help desk. Okay, somebody picks up the phone, they'll take the information. Either that person will come out, or they'll create a ticket and they'll send it out to the desktop support, and they'll come out. Now the person who picked up the phone, the person who came to your desk, they're two different people, two different levels of IT support usually. Okay, so that's IT support. Now when the internet goes down, no one can reach the internet, that's IT support. That's network engineers. That's the networking team. When you lose network connectivity, the people who handle the routers, the switches and everything, that's the networking team. That's IT support. You know, they're responsible to set up, manage, troubleshoot, you know, the network connections from the ISP in. You know what I'm saying? And other stuff, network design and everything, that's what they're responsible for. Let's say the network is up, but nobody can reach a server. No one can reach the database that they keep employee HR information in, and stuff like that. Well, those are systems administrators. You know what I'm saying? They manage servers. You know what I'm saying? So they make sure the server's up and functioning properly. They set up new servers. Systems administrators, they may do Active Directory for your user accounts. They may do Exchange for email, so they manage the email server and everything like that, set those up. Then they have systems engineers, which may design systems and everything like that, or do some of the system administrative jobs. And in an organization that, you know, follows a certain guideline, it may be clear cut in between these roles, but in reality it may be similar. So the person who comes out to replace your keyboard may also be the person who helps maintain the server. So it may be also the person who does networking. So it all depends on how big the organization is, how little the organization is, how organized they are, and that'll pretty much dictate what the roles encompass. So as you can see, there's not, the IT support is not software development. They're separate. In IT support, there may be people who do scripting, or they may do a little bit of development, but it's it's not creating full-fledged software like a software developer does. You know, those are two separate things. So in IT support, you may be getting up, walking around, checking devices, checking on customers at their desk. In programming, you'll probably be sitting down writing code. Or unless you have a meeting or something like that, you know, things like that. So those are pretty much the differences between the two. If you wanted to decide which one to do, the choice would be completely up to you. As far as I'm concerned, both pay well. Software development probably pays better if you're good at it when you first come out, and maybe into the future, you know what I'm saying? It depends. IT support pays well. It pays well when you're a manager. It pays well when you're senior. But I think you may depending on your role and you know, like the job that you land if you're first out of school and the organization, depends. You may have to wait a little longer or work a little harder to earn that higher salary. You know what I'm saying? So if you get an IT support job and you come out as a network engineer or systems administrator, systems engineer, you may not get the 90, 100K that prime software engineer or computer science major would get. You know, you may get 70. You may get, you know, you never know. It's no way, because it depends on where you live too. All these things depends, but those are the differences between the two. The enterprise, which means the company cannot function without IT support. You need IT support. People are not as computer literate as you think they are. You know, so the organization cannot function with IT support. So that's what they do. They keep the organization running. They manage the IT resources. You know, they set it up, everything like that. So here's an example. A software engineer designed, this is an example. The software engineer designed and developed Active Directory. If you don't know what Active Directory is, I'll use another example. The software engineer designed and developed Outlook, which is like an email client, and it has a server, so the Exchange server. What's a better example? Any software database, you know, the software engineers and developers designed it, but IT support person may be an expert on that software. So they may be an expert on Active Directory, expert on SQL server, expert at Exchange. You know what I'm saying? So when they become an expert, that means that they could come in, set it up, manage it, design it so that everybody in the organization can access and use that resource. You know, a network engineer, they may be an expert on networking, expert on setting up routers and switches, managing them, how they're supposed to work, everything like that. But they didn't actually program or put that program the operating system in the device. You know what I'm saying? That would have been a software engineer, software developer, or maybe at that level, like a computer engineer, electrical engineer. But that's a different story. So, but they understand the way it's supposed to work, the functionality. They're experts on it. So the person who designed it, to be honest with you, the person who designed it, coded it, they may not be an expert on it. They may have only worked on a certain slice. You know what I'm saying? They worked on a piece because a big project gets cut up and whatever. So they may not be an expert on it. So the IT person is an expert. And that's why you can still make good money in IT support, because you'll know the product and you'll understand it, and they need that in the day-to-day operations of an organization. If a router goes down in a big company, everybody could lose internet access. You know what I'm saying? And they also, another thing on IT support, they need people to help keep the network safe. You know what I'm saying? So you need IT professionals, IT support professionals to help protect the network. They know how to secure devices. They know the latest attacks, and they figure out how to protect the network from these attacks, and how to implement those protections and things like that. So you got two sides of IT. Okay, on this side I'll include the IT support. I'm including cybersecurity, pretty much everything outside of development. On this side you have the software developers, software engineers, who have created a lot of the software that the IT support personnel support, manage, and things like that. So that's my explanation of what's the difference between IT support and software development. Subscribe, please. I'm trying to reach 1K subscribers. I appreciate your time. Thanks for watching this video. You have a great one.